All right, I'm so sorry that these notes are so light, but I'm trusting that you can see them if I can. Well, you're young, you probably have way better eyes than me. We are on lesson 8.1. We're moving on in Algebra 1. We're talking about equations in two variables. So this whole time, we have been writing word problems and having to relate everything to one variable. But guess what? Not anymore. We are moving on to two. Our essential question is, can you solve equations in two variables over given domains of the variables? So, an example of one variable is 2x minus 3 equals 7. 1 minus y equals 9, and you guys can solve that. But now we're facing two variables where we have 4x plus 3y equals 10 or xy equals 6. And it says in 4x plus 3y equals 10, if x equals 1 and y equals 2, this is called a solution of the equation. And we usually write these as an ordered pair. And I know you guys have worked with ordered pairs, so the x and y is an ordered pair here, where the x is 1 and the y is 2. So we're moving on in Algebra 1, seeing if we can do this. Is 5, negative 1 a solution of x minus y equals 4? So I'm going to put the 5 in for the x, minus negative 1, is that equal to 4? No, 6 does not equal 4. So we would say no, this is not a solution. Now sometimes we're going to go ahead and have to solve and work stuff out. So number 2 says solve, and they give us this equation, 3x plus 4y equals 12 if x and y are whole numbers. So the first thing is you have to remember what a whole number is. Remember they're counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And included is 0. And that's why I did it like this, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The first thing that I did is I took 3x plus 4y equals 12, and I went ahead and solved for y. So as you notice, I solved for y right here. I'm going to do that. The first step I'm going to do is subtract 3x. So I have 4y equals 12 minus 3x, and then I'm going to divide everything through by 4. So y is equal to 3 minus 3 fourths x, and that's what I have. And what I did is I built this chart. So I have a column for x, but if you notice, right here, I have 3/4 x. So I know that in order for this to be a whole number, remember it did ask us to have whole numbers, I have to have numbers that are divisible by 4. How do I know that? Because I know that that 4 has to divide in evenly to this x. So right here, this 4 has to divide in evenly. So 0 will actually work. Y equals 3 minus, well, anything times 0 is 0, right? So y equals 3, and my solution is 0, 3. 1, 2, and 3 will not work. I'm not even going to try them because right here they asked me for whole numbers. But I know I could try more multiples of 4. So y equals 3 minus 3/4 times 4. Well, it looks like that answer is going to be 0 for y. I threw the y in here first. And then the solution, the x would be 4 while the y is 0. So the next number that will work, wouldn't that be 8? Let's try it. Y equals 3 minus 3/4 times 8. Well, that's going to be 6. 3 minus 6 gives me a negative 3. Again, I can't use that number because whole numbers are negative and positive whole numbers. that includes 0. So my only solutions are 0, 3, and 4, 0. Now, if you are my student, I do expect you to build this chart for homework. So I know it's a pain. We're going to eventually drop them, but please for now build the charts. All right, the last example that we're going to do is a word problem. It says the sum of 4 times one whole number and 2 times another whole number is 6. Find the numbers. The sum of 4 times one whole number and 2 times another whole number is 6. Find the numbers. So again, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to solve for y. When I divide by 2, it looks like I get 3 minus 2x. So I know I need numbers that are negative, I'm sorry, not negative, those are integers, positive whole numbers and 0. So let's go ahead and build our chart. I have my x, I have my equation, and I'm going to plug in my y, and I'm making a whole nother column for my solution. All right, so let's start with 0. I can have 0. 3 minus 2 times 0. My solution would be 3, or y would be 3, so my solution is 0, 3. Let's do 1. 3 minus 2 times 1 gives me 1. 1, 1 is a solution. Let's try 2. 3 minus 2 times 2 is 3 minus 4, which is negative 1. That's not going to work. So my only solutions are 0, 3, and 1, 1.